Hello and welcome to our Modern Money Journey. Just a brief reminder that I am not a licensed professional. This is not investment advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Hello and welcome to episode 4 of our Modern Money Journey's Build a Portfolio series, where every single month I deposit $100 into my Webull account. We take a look at the markets together, and then I make a purchase to add something to that portfolio. From the beginning of the Build a Portfolio series, we've been focusing on equity positions, also known as stock positions. However, just the other day, I received an email from Webull notifying me that I was available to be a beta tester for crypto trading. So if any of you would be interested in seeing cryptocurrency being added to the portfolio that we are building on Build a Portfolio, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Just say, yes, we'd like to see cryptocurrency included. Yes, buy some Bitcoin. Yes, crypto. Or if you would prefer that we just stick with stocks, then let me know that. Just comment down below, Joe, please stick with stocks. I'm not into cryptocurrency yet. I would prefer you to just focus on this for the Build a Portfolio series. Either way, I appreciate the feedback. While you're leaving the comment, make sure to hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. So jumping into this month's episode, you can see since it's month 4, we're a little over $400, so we're still in the green, which is good. We've seen a little bit of volatility lately, but we're still green. So let's jump over and take a look at the cryptocurrency markets. They are massively up today. Bitcoin's up over 6% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum's up over 3% in the last 24 hours, and Litecoin's up over 16% in the last 24 hours. It's pretty much a green day across the board. Would have been nice if we already had some cryptocurrency in the portfolio, but I'm going to leave that completely up to you guys. Like I said, let me know. So moving on from cryptos, let's go over to tradingview.com. And we can see here that for the major indexes here in the United States, the S&P 500 were up today almost a little over 0.75%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is up a little over 1%. Both of these are nearing their old all-time highs, or about their old all-time highs. So this is the 1-year chart for the S&P 500. You can look at the Dow Jones, as it hasn't quite recovered back up to these levels, but it's approaching it. We can look at futures for energy commodities like crude oil. So crude's having a pretty good day, up 3%, and then natural gas seems to be taking a shit, down almost 10%. I don't know what's going on with it, but if we take a look at its chart, maybe it'll tell us something. Okay. So it seemed like natural gas has had a rather decent run up over the last month or so, and now the price is correcting. And then lastly, we can take a look at the US dollar currency index. We can see that the US dollar has been continuing to trend downwards over the last year. So taking all this into account, my macro perspective on markets has not changed since last episode. Cryptocurrencies still seem to be a great emerging market. Commodities still seem to be priced well. And the stock market seems to be relatively detached from reality. Considering, a large portion of U.S. companies have seen major hits in their income, their revenue, and yet they're climbing to new all-time highs in their stock prices. It just doesn't make sense. So we're going to not change our strategy as of yet. And so we're going to still be sticking with commodities and tech stocks and healthcare related stocks. And with the tech stocks, we're going to stay focused on stocks that don't have absurdly high PE ratios. Their price to earnings ratio is not ridiculously high. We're going to stay away from the hyped up tech stocks. We're going to stay away from tech stocks that are looking like they might get caught up in an antitrust lawsuit. So, nothing has changed. Since last month, nothing has changed investment-wise. So I'm going to actually go to Webull. I'm going to use the same screener that I've used for the last 2 episodes. I did make some minor changes to this one. So what I did was I increased the market cap maximum size all the way up to what it could go. So I just said, let's look at all the companies over $1 billion in market cap. I left our price the same. I increased our upper bound on our PE ratio to 20. So before it was 15, so we were only looking from 0 to 15. Now we're looking 0 to 20. And then I've left our return on equity alone, and I've left our return on assets alone. And that leaves us with 29 companies listed here. After looking through many of these, taking some time to look at them, and then staying away from ones that we already own a position in, like Intel, I'm going to go with Cisco Systems. And that's going to be my pick for the month. So if we come over here to trade, I've already entered Cisco ticker into the the trade panel, so we can take a look at its chart, and we can see that right now, so we're on weekly intervals, we can see that we are below the 25, so this blue line is the 25-week moving average. We can see we're below it, but we've kind of rushed up to it. We're probably gonna see a slight reversal here, possibly. The 25-week might be seen as resistance, and it might come back down. But Cisco recently had higher than expected earnings. Several analysts have also increased their outlook on the price for Cisco. And if we look at the RSI, we can see that the RSI isn't really high, which is good. So it's about neutral right now. So if we actually go to the monthly interval, we can, now this blue line is the 25-month. We can see we're well below the 25-month average. So, kind of a mix of technical indicators here, and the RSI on the monthly is lower as well. So we have kind of a mixture of technical indicators here, but I still feel that Cisco will be a good long-term hold. They're not going to go away anytime soon. They're not, in any threat of going bankrupt in, anytime in the foreseeable future. So I think they'll be a good long-term hold. They pay out like 3.4% dividend, and could potentially be undervalued now that we've seen the recent increase in their earnings and analysts increasing their price predictions. So let's go ahead and let's actually change this to a market order so we can get it to go through right away. We're going to do a buy. We're going to buy 1 share. We're going to come down, we're going to place that order. We're going to buy. And it's done. So let's go to our account. And now we own a share of Cisco Systems. So we now own 1 share of Cisco, 2 shares of Barrick Gold, which is a gold mining company, 1 share of Virgin Galactic Holdings, which is a space commercialization company, or space exploration company. Seagate Technologies, another tech company, and Intel, another tech company. So you can see our portfolio's starting to lean a little bit tech heavy, but that's okay. That's okay. Well, so that's all for today. All right, all you bulls and bears. We'll see you next time.